Hi, baby. Oh, we're getting off work and it's time to put some lights on. Oh boy. Let's see the catastrophe we've got. Hi, baby. Let me turn this down. I don't know all the rules, but I'm going to turn it down. Hey, guys. Nobody's with me. Home from work, if that's what we're going to call it. I'm starving and I'm thirsty and the place is a mess. And we're gonna eat. And oh my gosh, why would you go on? We gotta clean up. Okay, so instead of going on the mats, he's decided to rip everything up. That's weird. Oh goodness. What the heck? Did he go crazy? I guess so. I guess he decided to go crazy. No worries. How about I sit this here? And this isn't the real clean. I'm just making do for now. Because he did something that got these crappy. What the heck? I don't get why you would. What in the world? Why would you rip up your bed? And there's poop over here? Come on. This has already been a crappy day for me. Just, okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Thank you. I need to do that blanket, I guess. That's what we'll do. Because this is not acceptable. And can I wash this case? Can you wash these things? Maybe with the hose. And your bears. How about we just do it all? I'll just take it and we'll do it all. Since you want to keep. This is always fun. Okay. So we use these and you didn't feel like using it for some reason? You just decided to put this on the floor and turn it upside down and go nuts? He's outside hiding. I think he's part ADHD or something. And then this one over here, you just ripped up too? Really? Not cool at all, buddy. It's not a toy. You have your own toys. Look, guys. Oh, shoot. What did I do? Did I do that right? This is here. Okay. He rips them up instead of peeing on them? Interesting. Interesting. It's always nice to come home and have to clean up a bunch of not nice at all. Not nice at all. Anyway, yesterday he took apart the toilet paper roll. Luckily, there's only a little on there. Yeah. Sorry. Yesterday, when I came home, he took apart that, so I didn't even fill it. I keep them up here now, and this was all over the place. Luckily, yeah, it was not a full roll. So there's that. Oh, there's some back there behind the, you know what? You guys don't want to get you dizzy. I don't know how to hold it straight up or to the side. Hey, we're gonna go live. We're live. Just give some YouTube love and talk to you folks. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. You've got your food. I need a glass of vino. And I guess I'll go live for a long time. Where should I put this at? Right here. Thank you, you are a blessing. Thank you for what? Starshine replied, oh, I don't know. That must not be for me because nobody's calling me a blessing. I'm a hot mess. I got some Chinese food at work today. It was cheap. They delivered it, which was so nice for cash because that's all I got. Salud. I was hoping I had some wine left over. Star, you're a blessing too. Whoever's thinking who. You're a blessing too. I had a, what's it called? Chicken lo mein. So hungry. And I was like, what's lo mein? I know what chow mein is, and I don't think I ever really liked it, but I was going to order it because it was a good price point. And I looked up, lo mein. I thought, what the heck? I've heard of chow mein. What's lo mein? Lo mein is soft noodles. Yay! Because I've been craving top ramen. Anyway, so I had that, but there's a minimum. Is this all the way up? I hope so. I had that, but there was a minimum order, and I think it was $15. So, but that chicken lo mein was just under. So the lady said, oh, honey, just order an egg roll and you'll be perfect. I thought, thank you, because I'm sort of broke. Or you can get a bigger lo mein meal and have leftover for dinner. But you do that and it'll be $19, which that extra few bucks I couldn't afford. Plus, I didn't know for sure if I'd like it. Even though I pretty much like everything. So I got an egg roll. I don't really like fried egg rolls, but I liked it. I mean, I like everything. All right, we put those in there. And we're gonna get the vinegar. You know, I took him on a nice long walk. Why, when you go on a nice long walk, are you gonna be an ass? I guess that's how he goes. That's what he does to me. That's exactly what he does. Mega pout. That light's in your way. Here. Okay. Just gloss. Not that I need any more of that. I need to take all this crap off. Yeah, bad. You did bad. You know you did. I'm not very happy with you. At all. I can't. I'm not happy. We're going live. Let's come outside. It's peaceful. I wanted to talk about work. And I wanted to talk about work because it was terrible. It's always terrible. I hate it here. Close the door. There. Now where can I put this? Where can I put this phone? So I'm not holding it in my hand. It's annoying. I want my other phone. I could put it so you gotta look at this place. Look at what I have to clean up. Dishes. That's gonna get cleaned up. This floor is gonna get really cleaned. I'm gonna clear this up. Definitely. I'm gonna clean this, of course. Puck watches tennis. Some big long tennis match going on forever out here. My table. Oh, I forgot to do this when I come in every day. Nagchampa. Gotta have the nagchampa. The lady's probably gonna kill me but it doesn't leave a burn. It looks like it, but it doesn't. Get to work with the tablet later. That's the only thing that bugs me really is this lamp sucks. It's like off. It's bad. Okay, let's see. Let's get a light and let's get the other phone. If I can find it. Now I lost that one. There it is. This phone. Thank you. You're a blessing. Who are you talking to? Oh. What? Pinned. Creative built online store. Baddies in business. Love her. Okay. Gotcha. I'm trying to get settled here, guys. I'm sorry. I need to light this incense so we have good juju. Are we supposed to have background music? It's so boring. I'm not engaging at all. You know, let me just start babbling. Just blah, blah, blah. That's why I say, let me get home, let me get in the door, let me greet the dog, let me clean up, let me get some wine. Come on. Let me get what I need to do before I go on social media. But, what the hell? The problem with that is, after I do all those things, then I'm tired. Just tired, and I don't want to do. I just don't want to do anything. But then I'm watching these other tubers, and they say, just turn it on, get going. Just turn it on. Oh, that incense smells good. Okay. The incense smells good. Now let's put you guys, you want to be far off? I'll just hold it. It's cool. But I am going to have a cigarette to the side. Or you could look at Puck. Would that be nice? He's under the... Anybody here? Oh my gosh, there's people here. Tara. Hi Tara. Larry. I should take out my contacts. H Mall. I had a dog literally chew through the floor once, so what? What kind of dog? And Captain Coop. Oh, you got it. Hey guys. You know what it is? I have the contacts in, and then when I'm reading the screen, it's hard, but when I take out my contacts, I always forget that I am nearsighted. was that farsighted. When I take out my contacts, I feel like it's 2020. Anyway, I've always been part blind. They get worse. And then I felt like they were better, and I literally can drive now and see much better with them. The doctor explained it to me, but I forgot. So, yeah, Huck, my baby. It seems like when I go on long walks with him before heading off to work, and it makes me feel so good, like a good walk. And he's peed and pooped, and then I give him a big bone. He's eaten, and we've been eating lots of lamb. I'll give him a big one. I know, whatever. If it's really bad, I will stop. But he loves it. That's when I come home and he acts crazy. Go to work with me. Oh, look, my dog loves to go to work with me. Side hustle addict. You guys, I found him a few months ago when I was still in Seattle, and just check out his page. Anyway, he just got his play button, his silver play button. I'm like, what? Look at you. When I interacted with him months ago, he would interact back. He still had a bunch of subscribers. Now it's so many. And now I just popped into his page for some reason earlier. He was on a live, and I stayed on it with him for like an hour. Maybe I'm stretching it, maybe 30 minutes, because I was waiting for my Uber to go to work. And I said side hustle. I call him SHA, so I don't have to spell it all the way out. You guys will see if you. I'll say, give me some congratulations on your silver play button. I don't know if you remember me. We talked back in the day. Back in the day was like spring. So much has happened since then, right? It's October now. And I think he might have peeked at my profile back when I had 30 and now I have 60. Woo! And he was like, oh, a nurse, huh? You a nurse? Because he was reading quickly, and you know how people, any CNAs or med techs or non-nurses out there, and you know how people, if you're in healthcare and you're a woman, but you are not a nurse yet, or a phlebotomist, everybody just thinks we're nurses. So I'm not going to make a big to-do about it. But it was CNA, a PCT even. And so he just glanced at it. He was like, oh, you're a baddie. Are you a baddie? He swears, he drinks, he smokes. Not a big deal, but that was the first time I'd seen somebody on YouTube that did all that. And his followers, it kept growing. What he did was DoorDash. And that's kind of when I was starting to be like, oh, this might be a side hustle. Him, aside from DoorDash, he's an Asian dude. It's so freaking funny. And if people didn't tip him, he's got this saying. I don't want to spend all my time talking about him. All that was to say that I went on today, and he was telling me pointers of just going live more, not being scared. And the reason I still have 60 subscribers, I got to show up. I know, show up. Everybody says that, but I don't like crappy content. And I've been on for a year now, and everything is crappy, and I'm still not lighting a cigarette because it feels weird because I'm not like a big YouTuber where they can drink and smoke. He does lives. He does lives for like 6 hours, 12 hours. He did a whole day live. I'm like, how do you do that? Because I want to stage the place. I don't want anybody to see me drink wine or have a cigarette in my hand when I'm in healthcare. It's wrong, right? It's all wrong. People are going to say stuff, but you know what? I guess just it's my first one today. I don't wake up in the morning and smoke. No, it's not. That's a lie. I don't wake up in the morning and smoke, but it's not my first one today because I was at the freaking club today. And at the club, I had 3, so little that I can count them. And this is why, because I only had 4 in my case. I had 1 left. And in Tampa, you can smoke in the strip clubs. That's freaking crazy. That is mind-boggling. And you can drink in them. That's crazy. Like, what the frickin' A? In Florida, you can smoke in clubs out here. Isn't that wrong? whatever. So it feels wrong. It feels weird, but I'll do it because it can't go outside. Today sucked. I named this thing, Who the Hell Do I Think I Am? Hey, Puck, come up here. He knows when he's in trouble. He knows when he's in trouble. But this is what happened 2 weeks ago. When I came in, he was laying flat on he was laying on his side. Just lifeless. And the garbage bin, the little tiny, let me show you. I came in like this, like I always do. Walked in, and there was stuff all over, I don't know. This little garbage bin was turned upside down, the plastic, because I line them upside down, and there was an avocado peel, and for the first time in the 2 months I've been here, I bought a pack of chicken. I've been killing Publix lamb chops. They're good prices. I can get a big fat one, lamb chop steak, for anywhere from $4.61 to about $6.20. Oh, delicious. So I've been eating those 3 or 4 times a day. In Seattle, those things would be $10. It's like rich man. But still, after a while, I was like, dude, I feel like I'm starting to stink from all that meat. Let me get poultry, chicken. I still need meat because I'm borderline low-key anemic, and I was feeling it hit me. So I got chicken, made it, and he got in, the bones were everywhere. It's also one of the first times that I freaking didn't take out, because I put this down. It's empty now. I won't make that mistake again. And avocado, like, who? Avocado. Wow. The skin, oh fuck. And he was laying on his side, and my stomach, I think I might have, I didn't even know, what the fuck? He was alive, obviously breathing, but he just was, and he wouldn't move. Like, are you playing possum? And then I went to lift him, and he started, he's got a retching sound. I thought, what the heck? What is this? What is this? What is that? Oh, what the heck? This looks like those toilet things, don't it? Hold up. Doesn't it look like the toilet thing? Hold on. Wait a second. That one is on this side. Isn't that? That is the toilet thing. This one is on this side? Ugh. Oh my God. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my God. It needs to be clean. Oh my God. Okay, so that's not bolted down. I need to clean it. So he nibbled that. He took it. And so he's getting in a shit. Stuff that I don't even know. I thought I picked everything up. There's nothing for him. I'm not sure what he got into. I called. I don't have any friends or family here. I have some numbers in my phone from customers that I met at the club, and I texted one of the ones that I felt the most comfortable with. Hey, because he shared stories of his dog. Hey, this is what happened, da, 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 da. And the guy didn't give me any kind of really good answer. Then I texted another one, and he said, take him to the dog doctor, emergency room. I've never heard of a dog emergency room. So we took him to VEG. VEG. What's that stand for? I say we, but it was me. VEG, I guess they're all over. Then I remembered I did see it in Washington. I scooped him up and put him, oh shoot. That's a sensor light. I scooped him up. I talked to the doctor and told him what was going on. And they said, okay, we suggest you get him in as soon as possible. Of course, you do anything for dogs. Here's the thing. Oh, here's the paperwork. Here's the paperwork. That light's annoying. VEG, dog ER. Got the pamphlets. They're all over, okay? They're all over, it's nationwide. In my head, I'm like, I have no money. My credit cards, I don't even have all of those anymore because Capital One, that's a story I don't want to get into. I had one credit card maxed out. My bank card, no money. Cash that day, I think I had $100 that I made. That's a whole nother story. This could be a long live. I'm all over. They said, we suggest you bring him in. I'm not going to say I don't have any money. I'll figure it out in real time, but I'm going to bring the dog in. So I scooped his limp body up. He was moving when I call his name, and his eyes, his beautiful eyes, and I put him in his carry basket that we use for the plane. That's all I had. I'm like, oh my God. I don't like dead anything, even though I worked in the med-surg and the hospitals, and I've packed a lot of bodies, but it was a learning curve. Strangers, humans, still freaky enough. But when it comes to an animal, and then your own, that's just a whole nother level of, oh my God, I'm doing this alone. I don't have a man or a girlfriend here to help me with this. I called an Uber, and luckily it was close enough. I got him in his carry case. We got into the Uber. I was hoping I'd get no shit from the Uber. Haven't had no problems except for one time with an Uber here. And got to the emergency room, and I felt like I was back at work at the hospitals in Washington, but for dogs. They were ready, the whole staff of them. It was probably kind of a quiet, we don't say that word either, night maybe at that time. And I came in, I think, do I have pictures somewhere? Yeah, I do, but I don't know how to do picture in picture. Actually, in the Uber ride, my mind was racing like, what the frick? So I did take pictures of everything to show them. They're on my camera. And he actually turned around in his case and resettled himself not once, not twice, but 3 times. In which case I thought, wait, oh, he's okay. Should I still take him? I actually thought that only because I didn't have the money and I didn't know what to do. So I was thinking, should I tell the Uber man, never mind, turn around? And I thought, what kind of freaking pet owner would I be? Figure that on the back end, go find out. So that was a fleeting moment. But I'm just telling you how dire things are right now. Got to there, they were all ready, and they were reading off his stats of what I was telling her. They scooped him up, take me to the side. I thought they were going to take him away from me. Brought me back in there, and I could see another dog literally intubated. Like, what? And then another one in the back with the full-on doctor, the surgical technicians, but I could see there. And then all the cages holding, there's like a dozen or 15 or 20 maybe, levels all the way over, empty. So it was Puck, the intubated, and the one in active surgery. I had a bench there for me. Everyone was so kind. There were 2 veterinarians, and then the checkout assistant lady came to my side. I looked pretty much like this. I had and they took him, and he's just a fur ball, and he's kind of pulling himself together. And I was like, feeling like I was crazy. What the frick? The doctor came to me, the veterinarian came to me and said, could he have gotten a hold of any marijuana? My eyes were like, what the frick? No. No shade on marijuana, and I come from the state of marijuana, but I don't do it. I'm not a marijuana person. Maybe once a year, a kiss hit from a girl or something. It's just not my role. I am a wine drinker and cigarettes, and he doesn't drink wine or smoke cigarettes. I showed her the pictures of what was going on, and she said, he looks neurological. That's why I say marijuana. And then they did blood tests. They shaved his arm. Where are you, boo? They shaved his arm so they could put the, they gave him a catheter. Freaking catheter. What the frick? This is crazy. And they prepared to do all that. And they gave him fluids right there in front of me. And I sat on the bench. He was right there. And we were there for a couple hours. And they wanted to watch over him and make sure. And his head was like weird. And then after a while, they put him on my lap while they did the tests to make sure. And meanwhile, telling me, you know, this happened to my dog, someone did. Come to find out, apparently in Tampa especially, this is freaking crazy, there is, I guess what did they say? When dogs get a hold of the marijuana that they have out here, and people just drop them accidentally, balls of marijuana, and the whatever word they use, THC, and the dog gets a hold of it, it will do a number on them neurologically, and especially the size of Puck. And that's what they figured it was, but we were gonna wait. And he's getting better and better at the fluids, but then he started drooling. I was like, God, this is freaking crazy. But he still got, I don't know. They took him again, assessed him. Then she comes over with the money page. And it was $1,200. I just started crying because I knew, like, what's going on? What's going on? I don't even know what to do right now. And then she went off and she came back and she goes, okay, we can get it to $691. I had $80. And she said, well, it's okay. We're here to make this good for you. How about care.com? Some financing or something else. Well, I know that I won't get accepted for that. And I told her what I had. I told her what I did, where I work, where I came from, why I'm here. I think I told her everything but my specific blood type. I don't know. You know, this veterinarian doctor came back and said, give us your $80 that you have on you, and we'll put it towards donating because we thrive off of donations. And if and when you get in a better space, I'm going to email you the link so that you can donate back, you know, just throw money once a week. And that way we can keep doing for other people what we did for you and Puck. Oh, God. So, my lesson learned is, if I'm rushing, I never did it before. I never leave empty plates out, nothing. It was in the garbage, sealed up, and I didn't think. But if I'm not able to clean up in time, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to do this. Gosh, that's why I don't want to go live. I'm so emotional. If I'm leaving stuff out, it's going to be up here. So, see that plastic, that crap? If I'm too lazy or too rushed or too this or too that, nothing gets left on the ground anymore. Nothing. Because he's eating everything. I guess that's not a big deal, but that can't be healthy, you know? Under the bed, Airbnb bed is clear, but he just discovered it. We've been here for 2 months. But now I got to worry about the casing for the toilet things. I am at my wit's end. So that was my scare with little Puck. And whatever that fabulous veterinarian doctor, and I've got her name here, both of them, she was so kind. And I bet, it doesn't matter, but it matters. She was, you know, okay, let me just be transparent. I stepped off the plane, Delta Airlines, August 14th here, and everybody's so brown, either light, more white, or medium, or very, very dark, and a lot of them speak Spanish. There's so many Cubans here.
I stepped off the plane, and I'm used to Washington State where everybody's Asian or Indian now. And I stand out. Here, I don't stand out, or people think everybody talks to me like, hey, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no habla español. Anyway, 90% of my Uber drivers, when they come and pick me up, they are. When I get a white man or an Asian man, I'm like, yeah, I'm home. It's so weird, right? Anyway, I go into the emergency room, and both the veterinarian, gosh, I'm just telling you, I'm just talking like if it was a friend, okay? Please don't come for me, because whatever. Both the veterinarians, it doesn't matter. Why am I saying it? They were white. The woman was white. Oh, this is the reason why I'm saying it. There was both the veterinarian doctors were female Caucasian women, and one of them spoke Spanish as well, or as far as what I thought, And then there were a few Latin men, and there was one African American woman. She was so, and I know if I could think about when I'm in the hospital, and then there's a surgical tech, and then there's this, and the scrub, and the so they all have that, but it's for animals. And I'm sitting there like, wow. What I'm saying is, I like to be able to pay my bills, because I don't want, it's a crappy feeling to be, oh, that poor little black girl can't take care of her dog, and we had to foot the bill for her. And or even if they foot the bill, like, she's gonna tell me, as you get on your feet, you donate to this link. You can do it over and over again. I'm sending it to you. If they talk behind me and say, we'll never see a dime, because I'm telling you, I will. They treated me so nicely. It felt so good. My own problem were I just hate being another one of the people that needs, unless I am in dire need. Government help or anything like that, unless it's just dire need. So that's where we're at with Puck, and now I got to nail that down. We came to work. We came here for the live. That's what I'm doing. Let me check in with y'all while I have a cigarette. Let me check in. Come on, Buckers. And he walks so much better now. Come here, Booby. Come here. Come here, baby. Look. Say hi to the people. See, his arm they shaved it. It's kind of cute, though. It's kind of cute. Hi, baby. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. I had to give him his own little trim because he was all matted up. Puck is a part Havanese, which I just found out within the pet. Where are you coming? Havanese is a Havana Cuba dog. They got him because of their antics. They're super funny. And 0.5 Havanese and 0.5 toy Australian Shepherd. So, Australian Shepherds have those gorgeous piercing eyes. His has changed. I got him when he was 5 months old during the holidays, and his birthday is June. So June, July, August, September, October. He's a year and like 4 months now, something like that. And his eyes have changed, but they're so pretty. It's really hard to tell now. If we were in the light, they're piercing brown with a speck of blue, green. They match his fur. He reminds me of the Never-Ending Story, that big white dog in the sky. But he's just a tiny little brown fluff. Very smart, very sweet. And right before we came here, finishing out my last few days at the hospital, my resignation, to keep that job beautiful so I can have an entryway to come back if need be. My sister, sort of estranged but no longer sister, and our mother and my niece looked after him in Puyallup, Washington. my mother, for some reason, has the world's hugest French bulldog, and he's batshit crazy, solid muscle, and he really should not be with my dementia mom. But anyway, at work, the bulldog thought that Puck was a toy and smashed his left leg up real good. And my mother just sort of and my sister just sort of, they never really took care of Puck, take him to the vet then, and I took him to the vet out there, and they gave me some, I didn't have money for surgery, didn't necessarily need surgery, they gave me some cover-up drugs. Here they are. So for Puck, which for the pain, gave him a little, and Naprofen. What is this one? That's like a dog Demerol or something. That should be in the fridge, but it's going up in here. He actually was doing better. I didn't want to drug him up, but I used some for the plane so he'd be okay, because that was our first time. I only use it in high. And I didn't do it that day because I didn't know what was going on with him, so I wasn't going to put anything extra. His body was right here. His body, I don't even want to say it that way. I didn't want to add anything extra. I was like, what in the whole hell? What in the whole hell? So that's what's going on. But his leg, his hind leg, from what that French bulldog did to him, geez, so much is good. He's walking straight. I don't know if that did something extra and just took care of him, but he has been better in the last week. It's been 2 weeks. I think that was 3 weeks. He's been better in the last 2 weeks than he has been in 2 months. Good to all freaking good. Feeling better, and I love it. I love it. I love it. It makes me happy. So no more when I come in, and if I see things messed up, I'm just like, whatever. You know, he's in here waiting for mommy. Why is that being weird? Waiting for mommy to get home, going nutty. I wanted to have a play date for him every day, 3 times a week. However, that didn't work out. Come on, boo. Let me get close. Hey, guys. Tara. Hi, Tara. Hi, Larry. Captain Coop. Hi. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Hey, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, share this. You know what? It's time to ask questions and have a cigarette. Share this live. I can't have a cigarette because it's too freaking dark out here. What is that noise? What the heck? I'm not leaving you out, boo. There we go. Now we got it. The light, the self-lock did some crazy thing. I'm going to make some food and eat some ice cream too. Can you guys see me now? Can you see me now? Look at that. Let's make something to eat and talk. Let's talk about who the hell I think I am. Come on, Puckers. Come on, Puckers. Come on, Puckers. I need to gain weight. I was told more than 5 times here by these Tampa people that I'm too skinny and I needed to fatten up. Well, okay, whatever. That's fine. I know. stress, and I filed for a EBT card here. Very humbling. An EBT card. Like, oh my God. I did at the end of, I was supposed to have it for September, and I was qualified, and I had to do something month by month. They were going to keep, I thought I only need it for September because I'm going to get a job. I'll be in the hospitals in a minute. I will be in the hospitals in a hot minute. Okay. The freezer is too much. Drives me nuts, so I have to wait. Chunky monkey. Yeah, baby. We'll let that wait. We'll put that aside. The freezer's too freezing. And we will eat we've got noodles. Noodles, and I'll put some spinach on it. How about that? I need a tripod or something. I do have a tripod. So because I suck at YouTube, lo mein, baby, which is fine. That's a full plate. Okay? Lo mein. Because I suck at YouTube, there's not me getting monetized. I decided to jump over on TikTok a little bit. What do you think about that? Is that gonna do anything? I need that. I should have put it the other way around. I should have done it the other way around. There. That's weird. Everything is just a mess up here. I got a big ass toaster. It's because I'm working with one arm. I think I should have flipped that the other way around. Whatever. We'll clean up all this stuff. I should have probably started with my hands. Were they gross? I washed them when I came in, and then I did stuff. I think I might die. I think I might die. Let's wash them again. I've been cleaning and talking, and then I think I was on a, oh my God. Good thing I take vitamin C every day. Who the hell do I think I am? I need to watch that movie, Hustlers, with Jennifer Lopez. I just heard about it. Trailer. It came out years ago, but might maybe make me feel better about myself because she was an old youngin, a young old one, 50. She looked good. She looked good. Where are you, dog? Leave everybody alone. Oh, now where is he? Pack. There you are. You're in here. All right. Let's see. Anyway. That'll work. I should have put the lo mein on top of it. I'm going to eat all this up. I sure am. All of it. Where's the camera? That is weird. My phone is weird. can't show correctly. It's like it needs to be, I don't know, strange. There. All right. The noodles are so flavorful, I don't need to add any extra sauce. Oh, you know what I should add though? I started seed cycling. These are the only ones I have right now, but I'm gonna add them on here for crunch. Anyway, anybody know what seed cycling is? Anybody? I'm not incorporating you guys, I'm just rambling. Anybody know what seed cycling is? Hot sauce would be good. Okay. It's using power nutrients to balance the hormones. There's like 4 different seeds. 2 sunflower and sesame at one point of a woman's menstruation, or you can conduce it to the moon. And then the other 2 are pumpkin, sunflower and sesame, pumpkin and I can never remember because I didn't get it. That is pretty good, you guys. That seed adds texture. Why does my phone do that? Hi, Tara, Larry. Can I type on here? Let me see. Add a moderator. I don't know how to do that. But what if I want to type? Channel activity, pin a message. Ooh, I can pin a message. Right? No. Shoot, how do I write anything? Does anybody know? Green screen. What would I do with a green screen? I want text to show up. There's a green screen. That's weird. Take that off. What the frick? I don't want green screen. Oh no. How do I get it off? No, I don't want that. Thank you. But I do want to be able to say chat filter. There we go. All messages. This is hard. Microphone. Does anybody want to go on with me? A 49-second short was uploaded. No, I don't want a short. No, I don't want a short. Oops. I have no idea. How do you text? If you guys want to... Tara. Hi, Tara. Hi. Larry. Hi, Mal. Hi, guys. You guys, I started a TikTok channel. It's called... Jesus. My phone is weird. You can't see. Tampa, Florida, serving me up a bag of, I don't know if I can say it. I left Seattle, came here to enter a for-profit nursing school, get in and get out. 8 several entry points throughout the year, which is good. So I missed the August 13th because I was still in Seattle. Something came up with the family. It's okay. I'll get the next one, October 6th. Nope. No October 6th. I was here, but something came up, and I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. Now, I haven't even looked at the next entry point because I got so much other shit going on. And this whole channel, you know, I did Instacart and DoorDash when I first got here. I got to rent a car. I got to rent a car through DoorDash, from DoorDash's recommendation, which was fabulous the first couple weeks. This is good. It was fabulous. And then, I wonder if this is what gave me that headache earlier. I don't know. Something happened, and it wasn't so great. So I've been Ubering it. Anyway, without that car, there's no Instacarting for me. Nope. That wasn't the answer to all the blessings, but it made things a little better. I had a job before I left Seattle. Yes, I did. I worked at an assisted living facility. Which is the best job for nursing students anyway. As a med tech, heck yeah. However, the job that I accepted and signed up for, that I applied for and accepted, and I didn't come here for that job, but you need to have a little job, was not the same job. The one in the description was not the same job when I got here at all. Also, the money, though I knew all this, I just needed a job. I was excited. And then I keep looking for something or figure it out. $17 an hour compared to Seattle's $31.96. Even when I was working in St. Petersburg at that assisted living facility, I knew, oh my God, I knew that this girl was going to have to get her hustle on some sort of way. And I'd have limited time to hustle. It needed to be powerful. Sort of like when you're not really hungry, or when you know that you've got to get some real nutrition in, and instead of filling up the small space in your belly with crap, McDonald's, you'll eat a can of sardines and an avocado. Powerful food, right? I thought I'd have my car by now. Even though my car, I really don't want to be. I really can't. It's not conducive to doing Instacart or DoorDash. And people in Tampa drive fucking nuts. So Instacart was cool. That's more on your body. Drive to said store there for a while, and then drive to the person's house. It's more body work versus DoorDash is automobile work. And you need to know the lay of the land for better experience for the customer and the hustler. I know directions, but I'm learning myself the grid over here and dealing with the batshit drivers in Tampa. And that's a fact. The drivers here, all the Uber drivers know that 10 p.m. can't drive. Or maybe it's Floridians in a whole. I had one Uber driver say, well, the reason why there's so many shitty drivers in Florida is because 70% of the population are implants. So, you take all of those drivers from wherever they come from, put them in one place. All these different personalities, driving expectations. And this is what you get. It's bad. And it's from all sorts of people. We're no lie. In Washington State, the bad drivers, it's usually just a certain demographic. It's not everybody. So there's that. If somebody drives crazy, there's gonna be somebody in the car that says, I bet you it's a people stop talking about it. I had an Asian Uber driver here. I was like, what? It was nice. I could speak with him. Every time somebody picks me up, I'm going to say, where are you from? You don't sound like you're from here. I say, I'm from Seattle. They say, what? Why did you move here? Why? So why is everybody so shocked and asking, why did you move to Florida? Why did you move here? But then everybody else does it too. And I guess half of New York has moved here. For whatever reason. So many not cab drivers. When I say cab, I mean Uber. So many of them are New Yorkians. Oh my goodness. Mind you, I have been taking Uber exclusively for 3 weeks. I've been racking up some Uber. With only, 2, 3, and 3 weeks, pretty much every day. Maybe I've taken a few days off here. 21 days, let's say minus 3 days, that I didn't go anywhere. But pretty much every day, and some days multiple times. So that's a lot of Ubering, okay? Yep. I have some experience. More experience in 3 weeks than I have in my entire life. Than I have the entire time Uber has been in existence. So, there you go. And out of all those times, I could look it up on my phone. Maybe they have a running log, but on all those times, on the top of my head, I give almost everyone 5 stars. Everyone gets a tip. If they don't deserve 5 stars, if they really don't, they've got to really not deserve 5 stars. You know what I'll do? I will skip Like, you can skip it. I just won't star them at all. And that's been a few times. Maybe 3 or 4 times. I don't know. Because now I'm getting out of... Even if I forget to do that, which I always do, I don't take care of it right then and there. Maybe when you open up the app to schedule the next ride or ask again, then the person's face is sitting there and please tip, and then the stars. 5-star, or else skip out of it. If I... Out of all that, there's one time that, and it was just yesterday, once, that I absolutely didn't skip out of it. I needed to leave a star. The reason why I like to skip out of it if they don't deserve 5 stars is because Uber forces you to write what the issue was, and I don't like any of their, wait, maybe we can do it with this guy, or did I already, yeah, I tipped him. The guy that just dropped me back. Guy that just dropped me off here. They force you to write what was wrong, and I don't like the options. But I found one for this woman yesterday. Yeah. And I thought about it. I went to bed, I slept on it. I woke up this morning, and when it was time to order my next ride out, oh, I killed that. Look. Pretty good. But I think it gave me a headache. Maybe it's the MSG or something. I don't know. That woman got 2 stars. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know which one of these check marks, but I put communication. Yeah, she hurt my feelings. She was wrong. You know what really sucks? It's a black woman too. Beautiful black woman. You know what? She could have been my cousin. No. She had that lawyer mentality. Her sister went to law school in Washington State. Full ride. Got her lawyer degree, and then went back to Michigan, wherever she's from, at the job that was waiting for her. I did a good job, didn't I? I think that gave me a headache. That's what gave me a headache at work. I had some of it. An hour later, I had a headache. I forgot what we're talking about, and it's not like you guys are chatting with me. You're just sitting on this live. Sitting on it. I can't even see it. I can't be reminded. I put bananas in there. This will take away my headache. I chop bananas and put it in there. Make it real good. I won't be skinny too long. I won't be skinny too long. Maybe I should make a... Maybe I should go live where I'm just eating. I guess there's some gal somewhere that got a bunch of subscribers from just eating. But she did it in a certain kind of way. Okay, I'm full. One more bite. One more bite. Make sure there's a good chocolate, a good nut. What's you guys' favorite chunky ice cream? All right. I'll leave it. It's half. It's half. Mm. Wow. What's your favorite ice cream, Kara? What's your favorite ice cream? Damn. Wow. You guys are off doing something else. I don't even know what you're doing. Ooh, that was good. How long have we been on? I just wanted to do... Now I need coffee. Do I want coffee or wine? I have no energy to... What the hell? This is crazy. Sorry, guys. I have no energy to, there's no coffee left. Whew. Clean up. At all. No, this beautiful Uber driver showed up at work yesterday. I actually watched her drive right past. I'm like, what an idiot. Let's see this live one. Like, how hard is it to figure out? Right here. Right here, honey. There's no other entrances, so maybe she came in really hot and heavy. It's all right. Pulled up right in front of me, big beautiful smile. I had like 8 times out of 10, I needed to go to the store, Publix, and then get dropped off at my Airbnb. And I knew exactly what I needed at Publix. I move around that place very quickly because I Instacarted there too. Plus, I know my way around a grocery store. It's just in my bones. I went and got my steak, my lamb, not steak, but lamb chops. And people might think the lamb chops is the lamb chops. No, I'm probably using the wrong word, but it's thick. I got wine, Maple Hill organic grass-fed milk, and bananas. 4 things. That is it. And I knew where everything was. I've been getting the same bottle of wine here since I got here because I found one that I really liked, and the price point is phenomenal. In fact, I'm thinking, gosh, this is like grocery outlet at home. I hope they don't figure it out. I hope they just keep... And there's always like 2 bottles, and I take one down, there's one left. The day after the next, the same thing. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, I drink one. Those 4 things. Also, this is the saving grace. There's no line, because the lines in the grocery store are what kill you. And if there is a line, then I hop out because I'm paying cash now because my card's... no room on the card, so cash, which means I can't go to the self-checkout, right? I've got to go to a person. So with these persons are also all the old ladies or the people with a $400 shopping cart. I was lucky yesterday. If that's a problem, then I'll go over to where you buy the cigarettes and the lottery tickets. And I always have 1 to 5 items. Yesterday I had the 4. Go right there, in, out, done. So I was not in that store. That was one of the shorter times I was in that store. I didn't think anything of it. Very proud of myself. When I came out, one of the baggers was flirting with her, and I know that for a fact because he flirts with me, and I knew what he was doing, and we kind of. So I said, "Stop flirting with my Uber driver," and he goes, "Oh, is your Uber driver?" I was like, "Yes." He'd offered to teach me Spanish. So we get in, and then we're off to my Airbnb, which is literally 5 minutes away, 6 minutes away, 7 tops. When we get into the car, she asked me, "So what did you get from the store?" Not a big deal. That's not a big deal. But no one's ever asked me that. And I go there after work, and not one person has ever said, "What did you get?" So I said lamb chops, bananas, milk, and lamb chops, bananas, milk, and a bottle of wine. And she goes, "Ooh, yeah." I thought she was going to ask me, "How do you make it next?" Then that would be impressive. Like, how are you going to prepare your lamb chops? She didn't go there. But that was just kind of, I don't know why that's sad. So then we proceeded to our conversation of, she picked up that I was from Seattle, and she was also one of the first people that she was like, "Oh, so you're from Seattle?" She goes, "I'm from," that reverted things right back to her. And I thought that was a little, it was okay, we could still conversate, but it was a kind of jarring. There wasn't sort of a ease over into it. Like, she didn't double in and say, "Oh, I know something," to before going, I don't, am I saying this right? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, she said, "I'm from Mill. I'm not from here either." Okay. I said, "Oh, where are you from?" She said, "I'm from Milwaukee." I said, "Oh, blah, blah, blah." And very close, she said, kind of, and very close to Chicago or something. And we go there a lot. And, but I have been to Seattle before. Once just recently for my so-and-so's, my grandfather's funeral, I flew out there. So now she's like going on about, it's still her conversation, right? "Oh, wow. Okay. You've been there for your grandfather's funeral." And her sister was just finished lawyer school, and she at a prestigious school that cost X amount of dollars. Because I did say, "Oh, what school did you go to?" And she goes, "I can't remember, but it's one of the higher schools." And I, "No, okay, blah, blah, blah." And then, "Oh, and is she living there now?" "No, she moved back. She had a job waiting for her." So from the one, she asked me if I were from Seattle or not, here to open that one piece up, so she was able to talk the 6 minutes from the store to my Airbnb. I'm saying I know way more about her than she knows of me. So that, which is not a big deal. But this is what made all of that go, "Oh, okay." When you book an Uber ride, I always do wait and save. I normally, more often than not, we're not supposed to say always do, but I always do wait and save. And even if it's a $1.50 or $2, definitely if it's more than $2. But sometimes you want them there, and it's just a slight price of $1. I think I still do wait and save, right? Because, like, duh, always. When I pushed it, and then there's other denominations, and then I remember waiting out of it. The trip was $8.42. Okay? I could walk to work and walk to Publix, but when you got your big old stupid midnight ballerina stripper bag and groceries, you're not doing that. It's short. Whenever I'm leaving there, it's anywhere from, if it's direct, it's $7. If it's a stop in the evening, especially, $12 top. So it was 8 something. Now when she grabbed it, she might have been like, "What? I gotta," and I remember she said, "Oh, so we're going on 2 stops." And I'm like, eh. When people say that, kind of throws me off, because not really. We've got 1 stop and then I'm going home. So is that 2 stops? I don't know, but not. Okay. Now, when they know that you're going to go to the store, you never know how long somebody's going to be waiting, because when they're waiting, that's their time that they could be out getting more money, right? Well, when we pulled up, the price was $18 and some odd cents. I thought that has not happened at all. What's 8 and 8, 16? It more than doubled. So I looked at my phone again and I said, are you looking at this? She goes, yes, it's 7. I said, that's weird, because when I booked it, it was a completely different price. Oh, well. Oh, I know what happened. It's because, okay, well, when you get out, I'll pull over somewhere and I'll toggle my thing over. So what happens is when we're waiting, then it charges you wait time. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But how come she's the first one that's done it? And I've had women too. How come she's the first one that's done it? One, there's an answer, I'm sure, because she's the first one that did it right and everybody else hasn't. Second is, that was one of the fastest times in that store. Remember I named the 4 things? Remember I got in and out of there? There was no wait, because a lot of times I'm like, it was just beautiful. And third, why was it more than double? That was like almost a $20 ride, which I've taken $20 rides doing other things like smoke shop or go get my license, whatever, and that's a $20 ride. What? So she said it was something along that line, and she goes, you know what you could do is you could, what is the word? I don't want to say chastise. I could take it up with not Airbnb, with Uber, whatever. I can't think of the freaking word. She goes, just give me what you have. And I said, no, let me. And what's crazy is I've been living off of cash only, and little cash, not big stripper money cash, okay? Or even medium stripper money. I'm talking about day to day, not knowing if Puck and I are going to eat, not knowing if I'm going to have the money to turn around and go back to that hustle and only make $0 to $60. That's what I mean. Or 100 or 150, in which case, like stripper money. Come on, I think I made 200 once. And me and the girls back in the day used to say, if you're not making 2 or 3 times the amount that you could be making at whatever the lowest kind of job, a minimum wage job is in here, you have no business being a dancer, because I'm sorry, and I'm sticking with that. If you're repetitively, consistently, there's bad and goods, but all the time, that's a whole nother stripper talk from serious OG. Their OGs are getting younger and better out here. I just found 2 online that I stayed up last night watching. One is 24 and one is 25 or 26 or 27, still babies. And they are well-spoken, much better well-spoken than I am. And like, one girl, I guess she said 7 years. Okay. I wouldn't say OG, but I mean, it's relative. I'd say she's a veteran. That's not an OG. But she's got her own channel. She's only put it up a few years ago, and she's already got, she's touching 3,000 subscribers. And the other young lady, she's going to be hitting 200,000, which is a whole nother level of bad motherfucking ass. And she's also does a whole bunch of other, like, wow. She too, veteran dancer. Neither of which are OGs. They are, but they're not. There's a whole nother level. Grandma OG. That would be me. Anyway, so those three things with this lady. So the money, working with, and when I pick these Uber rides in my head, I'm thinking, let me make sure I've got everything at home. Puck, food. Can I treat myself to that very inexpensive wine that somebody's misprinted or something? I think I figured out why it's cheap. There's got to be something wrong with it. I think it's the either too many bottles, so maybe that's it. That's what with Grocery Outlet, or because the cork is consistently always messed up. There's something wrong with it. I haven't inspected the label, but that thing is a fine $30 bottle of wine that I get for $8.99. It's sinful, and they ration them out. They probably see about the same hour every other day. The same gal, me, come and get it. Like the same gal, like how, and they don't go all the way back. Somebody puts them there. So bless her. I'm talking about it too much. It's probably gone. So her surprise of $18, and let's not forget, whatever it is, then Quinn throws an extra few bucks. That's just what I do, right? And even when it's $2, they all are so happy and excited. I'm like, dang. At home, they'd look at you funny if it were anything less than $5. If it's $18 and I give somebody a $20 bill, they are ready every time. They're like, oh, whoa. If it's $8, like my ride is $8, here's a 10. Or $7, here's a 10. Just whatever. That was $17 and change. And I'm not digging out change. That's dirty. $18. I gave her $18. So that's it. 17, 18 something now. I can't remember. I gave her $18. It was double what I booked that for. And she said, you can dispute it. That's the word. You can dispute it and you get your money back. Nope. I'm not going to dispute with Uber. It's all right. It's fine. I don't want to, everybody has a nice report card with me. I'm not going to dispute it with them. And she goes, really? I remember her saying that. The inflection in her tone was like shocking. So she definitely wanted me to pay her. She wanted me to dispute it with them. And I was like, my problem was actually kind of, at this point, our conversation felt like, oh, what did you get? Mind you, she picked me up from the strip club, right? And I remember her saying, oh, no offense, but that's not my cup of tea. Now, why did she say that? I'm not being fair by filling in the whole context. Something came up, and I said, have you never, when she went right past the main entrance, and I'm like, well, I knew I'd find you because it's obvious I knew you'd find me, that there's nowhere else to go. She goes, yeah. I said, what, you've never picked up from a club? She goes, nope. She could have just said, no, I've never been here. But she said, nope, no offense, but that's not my cup of tea. That was the first, this was before going to the store, little that I got, but I just played it off and smoothed over it because that's what I do. So I remember saying, wait, what do you mean no offense is not your cup of tea? She said, no offense, that's not my cup of tea. And she goes, don't judge. That's what she said. And I said, what? What do you mean? I should be asking you. I should be telling you don't judge. You're the one that picked me up from there. That's what I said, to make it like, and she goes, yeah, okay. It's true. Like, you picked me up. You don't judge. It's more that way than the other way around. So that's the thought process. Then we go to the store. She parked in front. I said, I'll be right in and out. I'm just going to grab wine. So that, and then that ridiculous then finding out what I wanted, what I got at the store. Okay, I don't know why the whole conversation, and then she's definitely the sister of some lawyer, where they bleed you dry for any freaking thing. I've been through it. So this morning when I got up, and it was time to, after the shower, it was time to book that next Uber, and her business came up. She got 2 stars. no tip, and I pushed miscommunication. Bam. I don't know if she'll see it or not. I also Googled what's up with the wait time. And Google told me actually it is better if you take it up with Uber. Dispute it with them. Get your money back, because it's not them, it's the driver. Uber just automatically knows that the driver stopped, and well, that just, which makes me go, well, how come the other 1,511,000 times did it not happen? So it has something to do with the thing that she turned on her own accord when I ran in, because she picked up a midnight ballerina, and she was judging me, and she was making sure that she was feeling better about what she did by seeing what was in my bag. Quote unquote bag is my grocery bag. Maybe I should have told her 1 packet of ramen noodles, and some Wonder Bread, and some grape soda, just to add. I wonder if it would have made her feel a certain sort of way then. But no, I had to say lamb chops, milk, a bottle of wine. At least I didn't say eggs. So that was the only person that I put a star less than 5. I think we did our 2 hours. I am going to go outside in the dark and have a cigarette. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you so much. So much. 92 minutes. So sweet. You guys know I started I told you I started a TikTok channel. And I'm telling my YouTube family, tribe, I'm trying to figure out what I want to say, because everybody says family. And then one of the gal, midnight ballerinas that has she says, beautiful people. I don't want to take that, but I need something. I'll talk to ChatGPT about what I could use, because I'm going to be doing this more and try to be prepared, because I'm winging it. I can't imagine myself being on here for 12 hours, even though I'm a 12-hour worker in the hospital. But I definitely would have to figure out a timeline, a template, bullet points. Look what I got for Puck. Anybody ever read that? I had it, Amazon delivered it, but it's not at all. I've never read any William Shakespeare even in school, but it literally is a play we did, and I stopped reading it because he was asked out just like he is right now. Look, we were on the bed. Oh my God, just out. Yeah. Anyway, there's a character in here named Puck, and I guess he's a little punk too. Mischievous, which this one is, but he's so dang cute. And that scare, I let him do whatever the heck he wants. And I got him a new leash, a while ago. 2 new leashes from Australia. Oh, when I grab it, he gets excited. Shoot. Never mind. Not now. We're not going on the midnight walk. So I did not say LEASH. I didn't. I'm tired. I Anyway, an outline because anyway the TikTok an outline so my brain doesn't do what I'm doing to you all. And there's nobody talking to me. I 1, 2, 3, 4, one person left. It's 11 here, which means it's 9. It's 7. It's only 7 on the West Coast. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's only 8. Wow, that's crazy. Captain Coop is number 2. H Mall, I had a dog litter 2. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Where's H Mall's number? That's weird. Well, that's crazy. Pin the message. I'm gonna pin it. That's good. Cause that's good message. Thank you, Captain Coop. Our dogs. Well, I can pin it, but I guess there's nobody else talking, so that's that. You guys are trying to go to sleep, or you're so sweet. My TikTok channel handle name, it's in my bio. It's in my bio, folks. So just go check it out. And hop on there. Speaking of that, I need to get on over to there. Also, I do community post on my YouTube channel. And nobody on the planet has ever, nobody looks at my posts. That's so boring. That sucks. You guys, don't you have posts? Check them out. Here's Side Hustle Addict that I was telling you guys about. He came on and pinned me 10 times. Cutie. And this one I got. What do you do with all these? I call them like kisses. It's comment love. It's so sweet. What do I do with all these comment loves? I don't know, you just stack them up and I put them in my posts. But it makes me happy. My live is so dark, I should upload a better channel. Let me see if I can do something better. If I can take a better picture. I can't right now, but I can later. And then I'm gonna do a better picture for that turkey too. A thumbnail for the turkey. My TikTok handle is The Skinny Learning Curve. I have a business account. I opened a business account so that I can have a TikTok shop. To have a TikTok shop, you have to have 1,000 followers. Like here, to get anywhere, we have to have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, as well as a bunch of watch hours. For TikTok, they're called followers, and you need 1,000. Doesn't matter the watch hours though. And TikTok is a whole different beast, and I only have known about it. I've only been on TikTok ever for 1 month. And I was looking through a YouTuber that I admire because I don't want to be in the dance clubs. It's a waste of my time, and I'm still broke even though I can't pay bills. I'm trying to get into the hospitals, the assisted living facilities, everywhere, and it's not working. But I keep trying, and I wait for interviews in person or Zoom or whatever. Meanwhile, a girl's still got to eat, and I have this baby to take care of. And and you kind of go back to what you know, as long as it's not illegal. So that's why I'm back into the clubs. But like today, I have no money, right? Didn't make any money. So that's why the YouTuber said, "Oh, 5 things to do this year that are uh, worthwhile." YouTube people know about that. That does take some time. And yes, I've been on the YouTube platform for 1 year. I also have depression. So, me, instead of showing up, even depressed and talking about it, I would stay away. Like, nobody wants to, who wants to, ew, learning that not, I, that's not the right way. This is me, and I have to go forward. So, and I won't be a better communicator by shutting up all the time and slithering away and being tired and letting depression consume me. That being said, YouTube still is taking some time to cultivate. Where TikTok, no one, it's TikTok, right? Wow. How can I make money and start my own shop without 1,000 followers? I did what the YouTube gal said, and I started a business account. Sure did. Got it up and going. Went through, I won't say breezeless. It was kind of 48 hours of hell, but I got that up and running. August the 28th is when I started asking, and then like September 2nd, something like that, because it takes time to clear. Good to go. And luckily, at the beginning of this year, I had the bright idea to start an Etsy shop, print on demand, and make money for Valentine's Day. So I had some stuff sitting in a Printify, print on demand thing, silly stuff that really wasn't moving. I never did anything with the money. Etsy ended up kicking me off because I just kind of abandoned it Valentine's Day, and that's not Etsy. But I still had some cool stuff sitting there that I even want. Like, really, that tumbler? I want that tumbler. I want all that stuff. I got the t-shirt. I got the t-shirt right here. I should grab it, but I don't feel like it right now. So I pulled it out of my print on demand. I pulled it out of my Printify shop, the print on demand, whipped up some other stuff, made some other shirts by getting the prints. You buy the prints and you make it up. And then I attached the shop to my TikTok shop, and now I named my shop, and now I have a full on online store, and I'm curating it, still working with it, because I pulled stuff that was sitting there, sort of brainless, still stuff that I would wear for the or gift. But now that I've got that I'm working on this whole brand, kind of hone it into midlife reset. That's ChatGPT and I, like, because this is what I'm doing. Basically hitting the reset button, even though it's bumpy and I've actually gone way back. The reset button was relocating from one coast to another coast to go back to school at middle age. Bam. With my dog and live in an Airbnb. So living, that's a whole thing. And I was Instacarting and DoorDashing, so that kind of hustling and hoping to keep a job in still healthcare, PCT, really, Florida Man Stories, just the grind, kind of a life living vlog, but midlife, right? That's my deal. There's t-shirts there, mugs, cups, some other stuff that ChatGPT was helping me with, and I'm trying to make it, because it's Q4 now. So I thought I need to help myself because I've ran out of everybody to ask for help. My mother is mentally not really, and it's all my sister that is. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. I don't know. So I am just on my own. So I thought, let me help myself and become this online. I got this shop. The link is there. You guys check it out. Buy yourself something, buy a friend something, check it out, share it, and please hit like if you don't want to subscribe. Please comment. That'd be really cool. I don't ever want to, I don't like that like for like. I don't like sub for sub. I'm learning the hard way on TikTok. People, you go on somebody's live and you hang out and then hang out and I engage. That's me. And then I wake up in the morning and I've got like, who are all these people? And it was because I was on that other person's live, and that the ones of me are like, okay, I want you guys to engage and hit that button and hit that button with everybody so we can boost. And me being a YouTube child, we know that we're not supposed to sub for sub. Do you guys know that? I mean, do what you want, but it's not right. You want it to resonate with you, and that way it sticks longer, and it's less often that people will backtrack, right? And if they do, they do. But you want it to stick. You want it to mean something. TikTok, that's a little different story. It's very temperamental. So I'm bringing that, and I tell people, I say, I will engage, and I'll hang out on your live, and I'll push the screen. I don't have any money to donate, even a 29-cent rose over there. I'll push the screen. I'm following like 50 people maybe. Some of them I was following back right away, and then I was like, wait a second, all the big TikTokers, there's thousands, but they're following like 100 people. I'm not gonna, no. So it's been like this, but I hear you have to be consistent, but it's still, the chances of monetizing and making money are quicker on TikTok as they are for me than it is with YouTube. But I love YouTube. I feel like I can go on YouTube and rant about things with TikTok, but I can't say, and with YouTube, but I can't do that with TikTok. And it plus it's the business account, so it's very structured. In fact, I'm not going to put my YouTube channel in my TikTok bio, but my TikTok channel is in my YouTube bio. I'm gonna get Botox when I get money right here for that smile line. So that's where that shop is, and I've got to get more things in there and capitalize off of this Q4 so that I can take care of myself and I don't have to worry about the EBT check that just mysteriously didn't show up, my mail here, about the bounce check that my mother wrote me, that I was told to redeposit, that just mysteriously didn't show, about my credit card that just mysteriously didn't show up, so I had to ask for Wells Fargo to send me another one, about all of the rest of my mail I do not get. About the no job offers, or the job offers that are really close and then something happens. I feel like somebody is trying to erase me from this planet. We need a car. I have a car that was shipped from Seattle to Florida. It's sitting in Orlando, and those people need to be paid. So yes, I went back to the strip club, but I don't strip. The girls here, I don't know what they do. Oh, I'm working. Okay, I do. Well, I don't. There's bars where they do strip, and there's bars where they don't. If the bar has alcohol, there's no stripping. Everybody keeps clothes on. The bars that do not have alcohol, there it is nudity. I should say nudity or not nudity. Actually, I need to go to a bar with no alcohol, because the ones with alcohol, the guys come in and treat it like a joint to hang out, high five the next dude. Oh, and there just happens to be gals scantily clothed walking around. And most of them are ghetto and low rate. And I'm just, even if I were making money, I'd still be miserable. But not making money, being there, being barely removed from a freaking hospital floor worker helping people, this is absolutely, why does that look crooked, beneath me. And I'm so done with it. I'm just done beneath me. Did I mean to say that? I can't say it's beneath me because I spent a lifetime doing it, and then I'd be dishonoring myself and my fellow dancers. I'm sorry. I'm pissed right now. You know what's beneath me? It's not the dancing itself. I should be appreciative that I'm able to even be able to do it. Barely. But today, I was humbled a whole nother freaking way. It's adorable. I see quiet in there, minding business. Got in there at 2, left at 8 something. About 4 or 5, just off staring at one of the big screens, and the doorman comes over and he looks at me, and my back was just in my own world, and he flashes a flashlight at me and he says, "Come here." So I got up, and he goes, "Are you okay? Are you inspired?" And I was like, what's up? This is the same man that I tried to talk to when I first got in, like, "Hey, what's up? I haven't been here." So it was blah blah, and he was just kind of blowing me off. I'm like, "I'm fine, just matching your energy, minding my business, nothing going on." And he goes, "Well, there's a white guy over there. Looks like he'd probably like you. That's your type. Why don't you go grab him?" Oh, okay. Thanks, Snoop. I'm on it. Me, my whole half-century ass, go over, feeling like I just got a little tricked, like from a pimp. Oh, speaking of that, I have been approached by 2 pimps. Danced for years. Never been approached. I come over to Florida, old young ass, and now pimps are gonna do. I obviously am seething, am just drooling with desperation for money and needing help, because I have never been approached by a pimp before. I've had full-on girlfriend coworkers that pay their boyfriends money, and have had them in clubs in Seattle, kind of, sort of, not really, know people, but never approached me. Did here. Yes, they did. Oh my gosh, that's a story. So I go over to this man and we strike a conversation, blah, blah, blah. He is adorable, but so. And I actually had to prompt him to offer to get me a drink. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again, because that is, you know what? That doesn't even freaking matter. What does matter is the title of this live this is where you're going to get this right now. Who the hell do I think I am? I know better, and I've always stood by a certain standard. Why in the hell did I think it was okay or acceptable for me to engage in conversation and even entertain the idea of taking a man in the back in the VIP room where, oh my gosh, I am so ashamed right now. I'm going to tell this story, and then I'm ending this live out of respect. One woman to all the others, and the men out there too. Money's green. Yeah, there's this, there's that, there's the other. But I find it better to go to sleep at night to go on to the next day, the next hour, the next minute, if we're living okay with our inner selves. And there's certain things, you've got to have your code. Live by your code. My code, I must have forgotten it out of pure evil, nasty desperation. The man told me that he had not been to that part of town in a few years. I asked why. It's because today he went to court. What kind of court? Family court. He was trying to fight for custody for one of his children. That's fine. That happens, okay? He had 2 children. He showed me pictures of both of them. I was immediately taken because they were beautiful mixed kids. The older son was maybe we didn't ask the age, he just showed it. He looked like he was about 10 in the picture. And the girl, his daughter that he said he was actively fighting for, I saw a baby picture, baby, and then I saw what looked like about a 2 or 3 year old picture. Not old picture. The child was a toddler and a baby, an infant. And the boy was still a boy, but maybe just hitting double digits. So that's what I saw. And he was like, that's my girl. The baby girl looked white. The boy looked, I was like, oh, I was taken back because this guy looked like a miniature Jack from Titanic. That's what he looked like. Just adorable. What's that guy's real name? And he was a full Floridian. I'm learning the other term that people say because they're disconnecting, Miami, Tampa, Jackson, they're disconnecting, and that they have the T word out here. He also had a bandage around his hand wrapped. And so there's that story too. Anyway, he had come from court because something about the baby's mama. So there's 2 children, 2 different babies' mamas. Both the kids were black. When I said, oh, your son is a handsome little mixed boy. He goes, yeah, my daughter's mixed too. Actually, now I think I might have been, I'm not sure if I was fed a whole shit because the whole thing, no. Or if I really just lost my goddamn mind. So basically 2 different black babies' mamas, 2 different black babies, and he was going to court to lower the payment for one because one baby's mama was asking and getting one amount, and the other baby's mama was getting another amount, and he was like 500 to 100. That's not fair. Is that fair? That's not fair. And he goes, anyway, my son is pretty much grown. Well, that kind of bugged me then, because they're not all cute and baby anymore. Actually, your boys need you real now, but that wasn't my deal to get into. It was all about his little girl. So then, and he's not with either one. Gosh, I was blown away. I'm so freaking gullible out here. What is wrong with me? We also know that black women and white men separate, especially after the least out of all marriages. Did you guys know that? I learned that. I don't know if it's still that way, but that's how it's been for a long time, maybe a year or 2 ago, for a long time. So you're trying to tell me that you got 2 black mamas out there that it didn't work out? I don't feel very good about myself right now. Anyway, I'm like, oh, it's just eating up, you poor thing. So he had to deal with court with that, and then he's got to go back and blah, blah, blah. And then something about his car and his tire blew out, and And he was 30 minutes late to court. And I was like, and they still saw you? He goes, I would have rolled in there with the tire. And then I said, what happened to your hand? Oh, he thought he was appealing to all my senses. He said he was helping an old lady, wow, that was about to get mugged by knife point. So he went to the assailant and grabbed the knife out of his hand that happened to be the blade, and it got his hand and it sliced it open. He went to the hospital and he had stitches underneath of his shitty wrap job. Oh God. Oh my God. I was just had. Anyway. He said he wanted to dance. Good dance to feel good. I know I could give it good dance. I'm professional, right? OG, without the Cuban part to it. Let's go in the back. I'm learning my way around this back. It's still hard. There should be a menu for the prices instead of it cut. And they low-key pimp girls out here with all the different prices. How many songs do you want? Do you want this room or do you want that room? 10, 20, butterfly, blah, 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 blah. So they got, or 15 minutes or this or that. I'm like, oh, wow. It was all his decision. He said, I want 15 minutes. Okay, have fun. Go in the back. And then I thought, okay. And he gives the guy that amount. Well, that's for that. The club makes their money. That's aside from the gal, right? That's here in Florida anyway. So, God, I hate it. Then I'm like, hey, so you really got, you need, okay, so we kind of did this a little weird here. I'm sorry about your bad day, but we didn't talk about how much, the dances are for me, because they're definitely not that you gave to him. And he goes, yeah. After we're sitting, after we walked past the curtain, and the guy says, okay. Then he goes, yeah, I thought it was just on you because of my bad day. Um, no. Also, no. And no, you didn't. And I never implied that. So, really? Well, yeah, said, well. Also, let's not forget that your first baby's mama, you said, was a stripper, right? If that story's even true. So you know where you're at. Well, honestly, I've gotten it before. You've gotten what before? Free something dances? More? Because you are cute as a button, right? You are. As God's my witness, I don't care if you're freaking old school Brad Pitt right here. You are paying me. I'm not doing anything for free. Well, I'll sit here. We can talk. I guess I could have walked out right then, but you did just pay. Like, really? But now I could have been like that Uber driver. So right now you've removed me from the floor and the possible chance of me really making money to play these games. That's on me. It's also on me that I thought I could really, if this man really did, and it doesn't matter the color of the moms, honestly, but for some reason, it hit a whole nother level when he showed me those two little mixed babies. And two different mamas, and one's a baby girl. So I'm that bitch that is going to take $200 from somebody that's gone to court to pay child support, Mr. Electrician. Thank you guys for listening to me and help me work out of that bullshit today. He left. I sat down. I didn't move. There wasn't no need. There wasn't any need to. Nobody really came in. They're just having a party, fun, and I just sat there, absolutely baffled by the temerity. Not so much pissed, but thinking, and almost beyond feeling sorry for myself at that point, because it's been pretty low out here. No money. He had he goes, I have $8. He goes, but I bought you two. He bought me 2 White Russians, and he had 3 Jack Daniel whiskey, 2 White Russians and a plastic cap of ice. And he goes, I have $8. I said, you keep your $8 and you go mash that and go get yourself another drink. So absolutely. So I sat on that couch for the remaining 3 hours. I told 2 people. The doorman was like, I said, you know that guy you sent me over to? Thanks a lot. And he's like, why are you making it? I know if you wouldn't have said anything, I wouldn't have, I don't know, shuffling me around like I need that. But I wasn't trying to blame on him, just making conversation, letting him down. But it was interesting that it was never taking ownership, or because you don't have to. It was never like, what? Oh my God. He immediately got defensive. So he must have felt kind of bad. Shame on me. But I'm thinking now, talking this out, there was too much. He was laying on my ethos, and it was working in real time. Or maybe if I were 100 years younger, I don't know. Because he did tell me, just so you know, why would you say it's worked before? So you've done that before. So whose kids were those? Were you in court today? Was that a real? Because I was going to tell him, what a shitty bandage job. See, he didn't know my history. I did say, I came out here for nursing school, but that doesn't mean shit from Shinola, right? He didn't know that I was I'm literally 5 seconds removed from 2 hospitals and several years of that. Like, what? It was a crappy job. And he goes, yeah, the stitches are right there. Yeah, he was lying. And if he wasn't lying to me and he was telling the truth, so we make our money off of all types, but there's some money that's just not worth it. It's just not. The married men take their money. That's not, I'm over being like, oh, my life is so shitty, or I'm gonna get paid back, my husband's gonna cheat on me, blah 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 blah, or the reason why I'm not married now, I deserve all this because I danced and seduced so many married men. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones that have the new babies by 2 different moms or one mom. You're going through a court case. You're paying lawyers. Electricians make okay money, but you don't have that much discretionary income at all. And you're walking into a strip club and you really think, and you're thinking the way you think, that's a creep. Now, let's say he would have given me a few $100. What is that? Was 15 minutes, 100, 150? I'm taking that out of that baby's mouth. How would have I felt then? Because I was thinking about the whole way. Maybe this was his way. And somebody kept calling him. And I said, answer your phone. Somebody repeatedly called him. What did he want? I think I might have dodged a bullet. All money's not good money, And there's a lot of dirty money in these strip clubs because that's the bottom of the barrel kind of money. But I will also say that there are men that I've met here too, and that use the strip club responsibly, whether they have permission or whatever. I met the Uber driver. He says, "Oh, I'd go in there. I used to, not anymore." And you don't use them to go frickin' fuck somebody. You get excited because it's human nature and it's beautiful. But it's not just the men, it's these women out here. You get excited, you look at something else, maybe there's a little touch, and it works you up. So you go home and you lay it down. And this Uber driver said that he got excited and he'd go home and then he'd take care of his woman. And she, after a while, was like, "No more strip clubs for you because I'm hurting for a while." I'm so sorry. No more strip clubs for you. No more. That's using it responsibly, right? And everybody makes money and they feel sexy. It's entertaining. But that's what I mean. I am too good. I am too smart for that. But the problem is why I don't go to the better places is because I've got this problem with being a young oldie, an old youngie, being older. And that club didn't ageist me. Ageist. So I felt some kind of loyalty. Anyway, thanks for walking me through that. I don't feel half bad now. Maybe he was just seeing how many ridiculously desperate, and that's sad. Shame on me. What is he thinking of me? Like, wow, that bitch almost took my baby's money, my lawyer money, my son's fishing pole, my daughter's diapers, the child support money, so that I could, the lawyer money. Lawyers, all right. You know what, YouTube? Thank you so much for talking me through that. Okay, so that worked out. And I'm going to fill out applications. I've got to go back tomorrow. YouTube, The Skinny Learning Curve. TikTok, The Skinny Learning Curve. Handle and the shop. And night, guys. I'm going to go to bed. Thanks for joining me while I rant. How long was this? Only an hour and 33 minutes. I feel like I've been on here 3 hours. Are you guys even awake? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. If I tap on here, will it say that I'm on live? Left Charlotte's class act. Nice. He's just doing the skipperoo. That's funny. I met this guy that looks like Dottie Warbucks. Annie? So funny. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna lie down. I was trying to get to midnight, but I don't think it's gonna make. My eyes are closing. Did I take out my contacts yet? I'm gonna take out my contacts. Hold on, guys. Movement, movement, movement. Maybe I should light another incense. Can you guys see when I'm making movements? Woohoo! Ah, so much better. My hair needs a deep condition. It's like a wiry freaking mess. But we'll just braid it. Get it out of the way. Wow, I can't believe. Am I supposed to have music on, I wonder? Nobody's scrolling. Even YouTube has blocked my... There we go. Yeah, I'm too good for that. I'm too good. I am too good for that. I didn't mean to... You know what? Just always worried about hurting somebody's feelings. I'm so gullible. I need to balls up or something. I almost fell for that shit. No, I did fall for it. But I didn't go so far as to go potty on the mat. On the mat. There. Contacts out. Everything's fine. Tara, Larry, H. Mall, Captain Coop. There's 4 of you. Top fans. And 1 hour and 38 minutes. No thumbs up and no people. I'm just... That's okay. Thanks, guys. I'm out.